Okay, so another important piece of equipment that you're going to be using is the tripods. So this is the one we use. It's called a Hammer tripod, and it's quite versatile. It comes in this little bag. Has a number of different features. It's relatively easy to put up as well. So you start by literally doing this, and if you look at the legs here, it's just a snap and it extends like that. So I'm just going to show you here. There we go, snap that, extended, snap that and extended. So you see it will just sit like this. So little features you should probably be aware of. This will actually extend double height, but we don't need it to extend double height just at this moment. Features you might want to know about, well, let's have a look. First things first, this little hook here. On a windy day, what you might want to do is weight the tripod. This will take up to 4 kilos of weight, and that's equivalent to about 4 bags of sugar. And that should keep your tripod nice and steady. It'll just hang in a bag or something along those lines. Don't put too much weight on it or you will break it. Okay, so once you've extended the legs, then you want to gently lift up this. This is the top part of the tripod. You'll see a couple of different features here. You've got some spirit levels, so you can see if you're level. There's also a spirit level right here as well, and your bubble should be right in the middle of a little red dot. That's the sense of that. That will tell you that your camera is level. This handle here that you see helps you to move around, and it can be twisted. That means that will make it easier for it to move around, etc. Okie doke. This handle at the side will actually extend the camera up like this. There we go. And down. Gently, you don't have to be too firm with it. Okay, so the next important thing to know about the tripod is the camera shoe, which is this part here. Now I bring the camera here, what you'll notice is the holes correspond right here, and your camera will just actually eventually sit on top like this. So it's very simple, but also very easy to lose, so try not to lose it. You simply do an easy release here, and this pops out. Take your camera and the easy release shoe, pop it onto the camera, and then tighten. There you go, nice and firm, shouldn't have too much of a wiggle in it. There you go. Then your camera should literally simply pop back on, and there you are, that camera's not going anywhere. So now that my camera's in place, I can open up. Again, my lens cover's off, that's fine. I'm focusing. I'm actually going to focus on our cameraman. Here's Carve. Right, so I'm not getting him in shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record so you can see this. So okay, so I'm going to come up until I've got Carve in shot. There we go. Whoa. Marvellous. Look, in the middle of the frame, nicely in the middle of the frame. Now, because I'm not going to move, what I'm going to do is tighten everything up. So I'm tightening these parts. I'm tightening these parts here. I'm making sure that this is not going to move. And we're tightening everything up. Now, and on this side, and the camera is now pretty much as stable as it will be. There we go, that's it. So it shouldn't really, it doesn't easily move, nothing, etc. like that. So you can leave the camera now, and it, as long as you're recording, you could wander into frame if you needed to. So now that you're perfectly stable, you may also want to mess around. You may want to pan around or take in some of the surroundings. So this lever here allows you to go up and down. So I'm just going to show you by loosening that, and I can take that. There we go. I can take my camera up and down. And I tighten that back up again. It's quite sensitive. this over here, I don't know if you can see on this side, if I undo this, I can actually pan around there and pan back. Take you in. There you go. Hello. There's really not much more to say about the camera. Oh, there's one other feature which is here. I'll move the back around so you can see. This here allows you to move the camera to its side, which may not be, which is quite useful for photography apparently. You need to take the shoe off when you've finished with your recording. Let me close that. Not taking my own advice by not putting my camera things back on. You take your shoe off and then simply slip it back onto the tripod, make sure it's nice and tight. Put it away, it couldn't really be easier. Undo. Yes, make sure that's, there we go. And it's ready to go back in the bag.